Hello and welcome back to module number 2 in Instagram for Business 2.0. Let's dive right in. So module number 2 is all about the trends that we are seeing on Instagram and how we can put them into action as a business. So the first example that I want to share with you is a bit of a case study, okay? Now, if we remember back to level 101, three of the major trends that we saw on Instagram are this. We want to show the humans at every cost, okay? At every opportunity that we have. We want to humanize our brand and really show the humans. We want authenticity to shine through whenever possible, okay? We know that authenticity is going to win every time. So show the humans, be authentic, and then storytelling turns into story living, and the concept that experience trumps everything. So Go Clean Co is a fabulous example of a company that is doing all three of these trends really, really well. Okay. Now they're adding value at every corner by creating content that connects. Okay. Now, if we take a peek here, this is a Calgary based company. It's a cleaning company, and they offered in home cleaning services. They're a relatively new company, and they, of course, were affected quite severely by the pandemic, okay, back in March. And all of a sudden, people were not hiring them to come into their homes and clean because of all the restrictions. So all of a sudden, they were not booking any clients. So they had to figure out how they were going to add value and grow their followers as a result of this. And they did just that. Now, I want you to notice how many followers that they have. They have 1.3 million followers. Prior to the pandemic, and at this point, that's only about 7 months ago, they had about 7,000 followers. So they grew their Instagram following from 7,000 to over 1 million in only 7 months. And this is a cleaning company. How did they do that? They used those trends we were talking about, and they really focused and doubled down on providing value. They weren't worried that it was going to take away from their business. They just wanted to provide value to their followers. So right here, they're showing the humans. This is their small but mighty team, and they're showing the humans that go into people's homes and clean their homes. So they're showing the humans. They're humanizing the brand. Awesome. This is a really cool example of how they added value, the Cleaning Army Handbook, okay? So this was a 14-page downloadable. So it was an ebook. They put a price tag on it. I think it was $9.99 or $12.99, so not anything too expensive. And they said, look, we get a bazillion questions about the Cleaning Army Handbook. It's a 10-page digital download. You can print it, laminate it, love it. What's included? Our system we use to clean any room. We are an actual cleaning company for those of you who don't know. So you can even hear in the language that they're using in their captions that they're really personable and they have that human tone to it. So this was a 10-page downloadable giving away the secrets of how they tackle rooms when they clean, and then just tips and tricks that they use. People loved this. They went bananas for this and started selling so many of them. So this was a really great way to add value and also pivot during a pandemic to try and offer something online when usually they're very much an in real life type of business. Another example here. So again, just adding a human element to this. I think I do know that this is the owner of the company. This is her hand. And she's simply welcoming people to hashtag the cleaning army. This is a branded hashtag that she's come up with as a way to kind of name her community. And I also love that if we read here, I don't want to offend anybody, but we can see here this hashtag right at the top of this caption. This is what she calls her cleaning army as well, and what she calls her community. And it's just really tongue in cheek. She's not afraid that she's going to offend anybody because those are not her true followers. So she's really honed in on what her tone of voice is on social media, and she's not afraid to go for it. And it's paid off in spades. We see that with her over 1 million followers. So this was really cool. And she's actually celebrating the fact, and this was when she went from 10,000 followers in February to nearly 400,000. Okay, I said 7,000, but she had about 10,000. So 10,000 followers to nearly 400,000. And then, of course, she has grown since this post. So again, this is just celebrating that. And a few quick tips. And she's literally just giving 7 tips on how you can kind of get the most value by following along. Get the Cleaning Army Handbook. She's talking about it right there. Okay. What I love about here, number 5, no jerks allowed. If you feel personally victimized by a cleaning page on the internet, I can't help you. She's being cheeky, okay? But she's kind of setting the expectations for her community. She doesn't want anybody being, rude or unnecessary. And if you feel offended by the content that she's posting, she's quite simply just telling you in a nice way to move along. Okay. And I just love that. Again, she's owning that brand voice and she's being really, really true to herself. And she signs it from her actual name, from the owner of the company. I also love that she's got that play on Eat, Pray, and Love. She's got Bleach, Pray, and Love. It's quirky, it's fun, and it's totally her. Okay. This was honestly the post or the type of content I think that really helped her kind of go viral, so to speak, and start to grow her following. And she decided that at the beginning of the pandemic, because she wasn't booking a lot of in house cleaning appointments, she was going to add value in the sense that she was going to share tips on how to clean while at home because she knew that everybody was stuck at home, especially at the beginning of this pandemic. So people had time. And so she gave tips on different things that you could do because usually we don't have time to do a deep clean of our house or to do this laundry stripping that literally took Instagram by storm. So she has this saved as an Instagram story highlight and it's called stripping. Kind of gets your attention just in itself right there. And it says, we're going to strip my workout clothes. You can strip dirty, smelly things like diapers, workout clothes, hockey equipment, even sheets and towels. And they're clean clothes, but you use these ingredients. She tells you exactly how to do that in a little bit of a recipe in a later story. And it takes forever, but we have nothing but time. Again, she's calling out her cleaning army. So she's using that branded hashtag really brilliantly as well. Okay. Now, she's using different engagement features within Instagram stories, using the hashtag feature here, here. Awesome. So we know that people are going to have the opportunity to see this even if they don't follow her. Well, because of this, this is the result of when you strip. I think this was stripping laundry. This is after they've been washed in the washer. So this was workout equipment, workout leggings and wear. This is clean stuff. And you can see in the tub that the water turns absolutely black. It's unbelievable because this concept of laundry stripping just pulls all the oils out of these clothes. And so people started doing it and they were snapping photos and tagging her in it, using her hashtags, hashtag cleaning army, hashtag laundry hacks, and making sure to tag Go Clean Co as well. And this went all over North America, not just the country. This is a geotag right here from this user, Dallas, Texas, Prattville, Alabama. So people all over the world, certainly North America, but I bet you even beyond, we're seeing this content and joining in and being a part of this community. Okay. So this was a really cool way for her to add value to her community. She wasn't afraid that it was going to take away from her core business because it grew her community. It grew her community from that 10,000 mark to over 1 million. So that now, 7 months into this pandemic, when things have lessened up a little bit, and people are now booking cleaners to come into their homes, you can't book an appointment with her for more than 2 weeks out. She's busier than ever because she took the time to connect with her audience, to provide valuable educational content, and just be helpful. Be herself and be helpful. A really awesome job of seeing all of those trends come to life. Okay, the next sort of case study that I wanted to share with you is Bar Body Studio. This is a local Calgary-based boutique fitness studio who focuses on bar fitness. Now, what they do a really wonderful job with is really building and nurturing their community, okay? Now, of course, they're using all of those trends as well. They're showing the humans, they're being authentic, and they're really focusing on the storytelling and that experience factor as well. But they're building and nurturing their community in a really fabulous way because they're using words and content, the imagery, the videos that they're choosing that really resonates on a deeper level. It resonates on an emotional level. And we know that if we feel something, it's going to encourage us, it's going to incite us to take action, to do something, whether it's to book a class, to book a cleaning appointment, or even just visit the website. So this again was at the beginning of the pandemic and just a really beautiful way of how a company that is traditionally in person was pivoting and transforming their offering to try and be more digital, more online. And so they were offering classes virtually. They were offering live stream classes on Instagram Live as well as Facebook Live. And they were promoting them, of course, using their Instagram stories. So this is an example of how they would promote these classes ahead of time, okay? As well as letting you know that you could search Barre Body Studio on Facebook or also Vimeo. Then they would also encourage that user-generated content, a really great way to include your community in your content, build that loyal following of super fans, and also feel as though you're giving them an experience. So every instructor, while they're teaching this virtual class, they would say, snap a sweaty selfie with us. Make sure you're sharing it on your Instagram. Tag me, tag Barre Body Studio in your story. We want to see you working out. And so people would do just that. So this is not a real life selfie. This is an instructor on a TV screen, on the computer screen behind her. Post workout, she takes a selfie with it and she posts it to her own story. So then Barre Body is able to then share that on their story because they were tagged in it. So a beautiful way to celebrate the community and really generate that user-generated content. Another really great example of how an in-studio experience turned into an online experience. So this was from Thanksgiving, and this was actually from 2019, so pre-pandemic, but there was a big giving board up in each studio. So it was literally just a way to celebrate the community and celebrate what you're grateful for. And people could write on there with Sharpie markers after a class or before a class and share what it was that they were grateful for, maybe set an intention for the rest of the year. So a quick snap of Marlo, who is the owner of this company, a quick snap of her doing so in one of the studios was then posted to Instagram on the feed. And right there, we ask the community, what are you grateful for? Gratitude boards are back up at both studios. Let's fill them up. But then it also prompted followers of the Instagram community to share in the comments what it was they're grateful for. And people did just that. So these are regulars of the studio sharing what they're grateful for. So taking that real life experience and turning it into an online one. We're also connecting with people just in the comments and in the captions that she's choosing to use for their Instagram content. Celebrating the staff who works at the company, the instructors. This is a quote. This is a testimonial right here. So those content categories coming to life in a caption. Tara, one of the instructors, also the co-founder. I always look forward to your amazing music tracks. They help the workout seem like a dance party. So celebrating their beautiful instructors by sharing the words from their community, from their clients as an Instagram caption, a really beautiful way to share a customer testimonial as a piece of social media content. Again, adding value and really connecting with your audience and your followers by providing that value. Fave move of the week. And then a quick sort of video was posted as to a quick move that you could do at home on your lunch break. And all you had to do was do all of this sort of thing. Turn on Gold by Kiara, so telling you what music, what song was being played. And then this was an ongoing series, hashtag Wednesday workout. So then every Wednesday you knew that there was going to be a new move of the week shared and posted. A really awesome way to provide value to your community. And then last but not least here, this is a more recent post. This is from this year, October this year. And again, because there's not as many in-studio classes happening, there's less opportunities for people to connect in person. So they're finding ways to show the humans behind the brand, celebrate the instructors and the people who make up the Barre Body team. They're finding a way to do that using Instagram. So as a feed post, this is Amber, and she's one of the instructors. And so it talks about what she does in her time when she's not a fitness instructor, and she owns her own company, and she's a therapist, a counselor, and it talks about what she is all about. Then it has a quick quote from Amber. Then it also has a call to action. Show Amber some love in the comments. And 64 people took the time to comment about what they love about Amber, what they love about her classes, and what they love about her as a person, as a woman. And then Amber herself took the time to personally respond to each and every one of those comments. So it's opening it up, that two-way conversation. It wasn't just a one-way conversation. It wasn't just Barbody putting information out there, promoting about their classes. This was an opportunity to celebrate the community and really give their community a platform to connect with the instructors they love, and for their instructors to have the opportunity to connect right back. So this was an awesome way that they're showing the humans, they're showing their authenticity, and they're creating a really loyal community of super fans. So that concludes module number 2. So seeing those two strong case studies, Go Clean Co. and Barbody Studio, how they're really bringing those 3 trends to life, really focusing on their authenticity because we know that it wins each and every time, showing humans, humanizing your brand whenever you can. And then of course, trying to take that storytelling and turning it into story living, knowing that experience is going to trump everything and that we want to try and offer value at every single corner whenever we possibly can, because that's going to then help build that community and build those loyal followers. So next up is module number 3, and we're going to talk about the rules of engagement. I'll see you there.